What's up, Kev?
What's up, Donte?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. All good.
Kevin, since we do sit next to each other, I know that you and we have a lot of like really fun conversations, interesting conversations, and so I thought it'd be cool to sit down and to just talk about service, right? Like,
Yeah.
what is service in your own opinion, and if you had to put it into words, what would you describe service as?
Okay, yeah. So service, basically, I think service is about being a resource for your clients.
Oh, that's good.
And just being available.
Yeah.
You can't give good service to somebody if they can never get in touch with you, one. And if you can't really solve their problems or give them the information they need to, right?
Yeah.
But what I think is tricky about service in our industry is that our client base grows and grows, and we have to continue to service them. So your first year as a producer in insurance, you're only really going after new business.
Yeah.
So you don't have any prior existing clients that you have to be available for. It's a lot easier to focus on the next deal as it comes up.
Yeah.
But every following year, you have a bigger base of clients that you're renewing, that you're servicing, that relationships you need to give attention and love to, on top of all the new relationships you're trying to build, to kindle, and to establish. So as you grow, you have to become very efficient in order to give good service to your clients.
So I remember I took a sales class, and this is going to be kind of controversial, but I took a sales class, and I remembered in that sales class, I said, this is going to be easy because I'm good at developing, cultivating, and maintaining relationships, right? Like I have friends from 7th grade that I still, like a buddy of mine had a baby today, and I've known him since 7th grade. So when it comes to like holding on to relationships and continuing to make my presence felt in that relationship, I've always been, decent at it, pretty good at it, if you will. I think that in sales, like delivering good customer service or good service to someone is making sure that you always have those touch points, you have points of communication, and you always set expectations, right? Like frustration comes from unmet expectations. So I want to make sure that you understand exactly what I am, what I do, how I do it, and how long it's going to take me so that you're not expecting me to get you a quote in 24 minutes, right? Like if you call me at 4:30 on a Friday, and you're like, I need to bind a policy in 2 weeks. Understand, I'm going to get you that quote probably Monday.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe if I work over the weekend, I'll get you over the weekend. But I want to be able to provide you with something that is attainable and something that you know about.
Yeah, and I think a big part of it is when it comes to your expectations, the expectations you set come from confidence in the value that you can provide.
Ooh, that's good.
So my value as an agent isn't that I'm faster than everybody.
Yeah.
I don't advertise that. I don't tell people that. If I need to be fast, I can be as fast as anybody.
Yeah. I wouldn't even, I hate when people say, and this is a curse word in insurance, a cheap quote.
Yeah, same.
I don't ever want to be known as a guy who has the cheapest quote.
Cheap doesn't exist.
No.
There's competitiveness, but ultimately you're sacrificing something to get to your dollar, your price point, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing with speed. You're sacrificing something. You're not approaching certain markets. You're not checking up on certain things. You're pushing things through. And at the end of the day, what I am to my clients is I'm a valuable resource, I'm knowledgeable, and I provide service by being available and by standing by them, caring about them achieving the right result, getting the right coverage, and getting things done, and helping my other associates, my other partners get deals closed, and having insurance never be the problem that gets in the way.
And never be the problem, always be the person who is either the solution or can help you find the solution. Like if you come to me and there's something I don't know, because I don't know everything about insurance yet. But if I don't know it, trust that I'm going to go find the answer, right? Like I had someone ask me about TRIA. Like they want a little bit extra verbiage. He had a lawyer background. All right, let me do a little bit of due diligence on my own. And what I find, like, not only is it something that you can take to the bank because I've already done it, but I also want you to know you can listen to me because I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And what I think too is that when we're talking about expectations, being a representation of the portrayal of the value you provide, right?
Yeah.
A part of your confidence. Okay. So you want to have the best insurance company, the best insurance guy in the world, right?
Yep.
I have the best agent. The guy's awesome. He just spent all day trying to make $100 on rushing a homeowner's policy through 80 different carriers and not giving any other attention to his other clients.
Yeah.
Is that an agent you want?
No.
No, it's not an agent you want. You want an agent that has the ability to manage a large number of complex accounts efficiently, to keep everybody in the loop, to have good grasp over their team's capabilities, their account executives, their techs, their accounting department, and run a business. An insurance agent is essentially running a business.
Absolutely.
And ultimately, what will help my clients is for my business to be as successful as possible.
Right.
And the way for me to be as successful as possible will be to be as efficient as possible, because I need to be available to everybody always. So it's almost like triage in an emergency room.
Okay.
You have to tackle what's important, what's coming up. You know, if someone's not dying, I'm gonna work on the stab wound guy first.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how insurance has to be. So when I get a deal, I need to be confident in my value and tell a client, hey, look, this deal doesn't come up for 3 months. It's not an efficient use of my time to put too much work marketing this out now, because I have other clients to get to. I have other projects that I'm working on, and I would have to sacrifice that to work on something that has a low probability of providing value to either of us.
Yeah.
It's better to just wait to renewal.
I think,
and it's about having the confidence to give up the opportunity on fighting for a sale right now and make a commission and be happy.
Yeah.
To have a better long-term vision and build a better practice and set the client expectations, because at the end of the day, I know better than the client when it comes to insurance.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why they came to you.
Yeah, I know it's better to wait to renewal on this deal. I know it's better not to take an aggressive stance here. And, if you're looking at me to be your expert, I need you to trust me.
Yeah.
I can back up everything I tell you with reasons, with facts, and with citations if you need me to. But ultimately, what I think is that if I need to provide good service to my clients, I need to take on other clients that work well with me as well. All of my clients work well with me and work well with my team. Yeah. And if I feel like I have a client that's a problem, that's negatively affecting my other clients.
Because it's taking away your time and your energy and putting it elsewhere.
And it may potentially damage relationships with certain carriers I need, or with certain inspectors or what have you. Yeah. So what I think ultimately, when it comes to maintaining good service in the long run for your clients, is building a quality book of business, being efficient, managing expectations, and being confident in the value you can provide. And if somebody wants you to move a mountain for something that doesn't provide overall value to the business you're trying to build, you need to communicate that you're not willing to do that, because ultimately it's negatively impacting your other clients.
So I would say this, like, to wrap up, and I think to summarize, providing good service, you need to do 3 things. You need to be available, you need to communicate, and you need to be efficient. Yeah. Right. Like, if you can do those 3 things, I think you're well on your way to providing good service, no matter what industry you're in. But with insurance, you always want to make sure that, obviously, efficiency comes from knowledge, communication comes from just being available, and being available, pick up your phone.
Pick up the phone.
Answer an email.
There's no reason you can't answer an email on the same day.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need more than 4 hours to get back to somebody. Yeah. It's a lot of little things like that start getting lost in the shuffle. But really, what people want, when I've spoken with my clients and all the deals I've worked over the years, it's not really about turnaround on the best quote in the lowest amount of time possible when they really don't need it. That's not really what makes them happy. Yeah. What makes people happy with their service is feeling comfort, and that's just being kept in the loop. And
which everyone wants.
That's it. People just want to understand where they are in their process. Yeah. And if you can convey that to them, and if you can show them that you're working for them and that things are in motion, and you provide transparency in the process so they understand where you are, they'll be patient for your results. But it all comes back to point one, and it's the expectations you set. Yeah,
that's good. Well, man, I appreciate you. Yeah. We're gonna talk more, but we're just not gonna do it on camera. We're gonna go back to our desk.
Absolutely. Go back to it.